It's something deeply stirring about revisiting a beloved classic, especially when it comes to a game like Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. But here's where it gets controversial. How far should a remake go in reinventing a masterpiece without losing its soul? Konami's answer with this 2023 remake of the 2004 stealth action gem, originally crafted under the visionary Hideo Kojima, was clear. Honor the original as closely as possible. This meant preserving the exact narrative, gameplay structure, and overall feel, while transforming the visual presentation into a dazzling modern spectacle. Nearly every scene and moment has been meticulously reconstructed, making it feel like you're stepping into Snake Eater, just updated for today's hardware. The question is, does this reverence for the past enrich or limit the experience? And this is the part most people miss. While Snake Eater may have aged over its 21 years, its blend of classic espionage drama and intense stealth gameplay still resonates deeply, especially as it closes, reminding players why Metal Gear Solid has garnered such affection. If you've played the original Snake Eater, you'll find this remake strikingly familiar. The story still unfolds with all its melodramatic charm and moments of absurdity. Set against the tense backdrop of Cold War intrigue, lengthy cinematic cutscenes heavy with political drama remain, complete with the signature eccentric characters and a flair for theatrical espionage storytelling. Place the two versions side by side, and they align almost perfectly. The iconic, gravelly voice of David Hayter as Snake continues to deliver lines with warm familiarity. The unique humor of his constant questioning during codec calls, for example, remains intact. Gameplay elements like item box locations and the classic mechanic of guards dropping supplies when held at gunpoint are all unchanged. Despite the leap to Unreal Engine 5 and a shiny new coat of photorealistic graphics, the level design, broken into segmented zones separated by loading screens, hasn't been altered. Simply put, Delta is Snake Eater just how you remember it, but with a fresh face. Going into this remake, I wasn't sure how the Unreal Engine 5 upgrade would hold up. After spending about a dozen hours playing through the entire main story, plus completing a stealthy, non-lethal run, my feelings remain mixed. Does the new hyper-realistic look diminish the quirky charm of the original stylized art? Not entirely. However, some moments of campy charm, like Ocelot's dramatic backup calls or the supernatural abilities of the Cobra unit, feel a little less playful and more uncanny in this polished setting. But these elements are integral to the identity of Snake Eater. They can't be removed without losing what makes the game unique. That trade-off is generally worthwhile, though, because the revamped environments, lush jungles, and sprawling mountain ranges look absolutely stunning. These areas now feel fuller and more immersive than ever before, giving a real sense of space that was subtly lacking in the PS2 version. The high-quality, cinematic cutscenes especially shine with the new visuals. It's like a rose-tinted memory finally caught up with reality, where once I only imagined how amazing it could be, now it genuinely looks that good. The spirit of Snake Eater remains alive and well. Konami clearly invested significant effort in preserving the classic vibe. They include a legacy-style camera option, which mimics the original's iconic bird's-eye view and control scheme. While this nostalgia is appreciated, the more modern, new-style, over-the-shoulder camera is by far the superior way to experience the game. It offers a fresh perspective that enriches gameplay without losing the original's essence. This modern view, which first appeared in later re-releases such as the 2012 3DS port, lets players admire the impressive new details on the ground. A perfect blend of old and new, accompanied by new accessibility features that smooth out some controls. It's clear the developers wanted to balance tradition with modern comfort. Even the option to use the original UI alongside the new style camera shows a genuine flexibility, allowing players to customize their experience. A surprisingly impactful option for me was the color filters. By playing the entire game with the legacy filter, I recaptured much of the original's color palette and aesthetic, counteracting the sometimes too clean look of the default modern visuals. What I enjoyed most in this remake was an unexpected rediscovery, the joy of old-school stealth action. In a gaming landscape where franchises like Splinter Cell, Thief, and even Metal Gear Solid itself have become scarce, running through Snake Eater awakened that strategic part of my brain again. Each segment of the game unfolds like an intricate puzzle. Guards' positions and terrain features form obstacles to overcome, and your limited but versatile tools let you devise creative solutions. Metal Gear's hallmark is reactivity, dropping magazines to distract enemies, sneaking out of a cardboard box for a quick takedown. It's this dance of planning and improvisation that still delivers immense satisfaction. The tension of narrowly avoiding detection, hiding right beside patrolling guards, or pulling off a flawless no-kill sneak is exhilarating. While I still hold MG5 The Phantom Pain in high esteem for its wide-open emergent gameplay, Snake Eater's tighter, more focused scope serves as a nostalgic throwback, highlighting precisely what made the franchise so captivating at its core. The camouflage system, a groundbreaking feature back in 2004, returns unchanged. Different uniforms and face paints still influence your camo rating depending on the surrounding environment, adding a valuable tactical layer to stealth. This mechanic rarely appears in modern stealth games, making it all the more refreshing here. An improvement is the ability to toggle between camo presets using the D-pad, so players no longer have to navigate menus to switch suits, a small but thoughtful convenience. Snake's injury system is also back, meaning mistakes result in wounds you have to manage by applying bandages and other medical supplies. While it can feel tedious to constantly patch Snake up, it encourages cautious gameplay and resource management. The hunger system remains an interesting twist on traditional health meters. Snake must hunt or consume rations to gradually restore health and prevent loud stomach growls that might alert enemies. This kind of mechanic, common in today's survival games, was innovative back then, and it's impressive how well it's held up over nearly 2 decades. Controls have been mostly modernized to align with current third-person action standards. Quality of life enhancements improve close-quarter combat and mobility, taking inspiration from MGSV The Phantom Pain's fluid feel. Yet some original quirks linger, like Snake's sometimes stiff adherence to cover and occasional awkward melee hit detection. These might frustrate newcomers, but are familiar to longtime fans who accept them as part of the experience. On higher difficulties, the game offers a satisfying challenge and replay value. Still, stepping back, it's clear that Snake Eater's scale and complexity don't feel nearly as expansive by today's standards. Enemy numbers are relatively sparse, and the gameplay dynamics don't evolve extensively as you progress. This is the natural consequence of a remake devoted to reproducing the original faithfully rather than expanding it. Although the easiest tactic is,